Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I hope everybody is having a amazing day. If you're new to the channel, please think about dropping a like and a comment. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling a story of a time where I got absolutely too high. And this story is going to introduce two new people. We're going to call them Jim and Josh. And before we get into that, I want to just thank everybody once again. And yeah, so this story starts off, me and my friend Jim and Josh are planning on coming over to my house and staying over. Jim lives pretty far, maybe like, not that far, it's like a 20-minute drive. And so does Josh, I guess. They probably live around the same distance away, but in opposite ways, so that sucks. But yeah, they were all planning on coming over. Jim is a very childhood friend. I've known him for a very long time. And Josh is my cousin. So they came over and they brought some weed. I had some weed. It was going to be a great time. We were going to go hang out with Dave from all my other stories and get very high and just have a great time. And me and Dave were supposed to play a Fortnite tournament later that night, a Duos Cash Cup, because we used to play them and we'd do very well. We've never placed, but we would get very, very close. And so we went out and we went down to Dave's garage and we were about to start smoking. And then we had a good idea that maybe we should go to the creek or to the bridge. And so we decided we'll go to the bridge because it's a very known smoke spot and maybe some of our other friends will be there. And so we went down there and nobody was there. So we just started smoking up. We started having a good time. We had 2 blunts being passed around and a bong. So safe to say we were going to get very high. Now, the thing about Jim, let me tell you guys, Jim can smoke so much. I've never seen anybody smoke as much as this dude, like ever. Jim definitely had the highest tolerance than me, than Dave, than Josh. But Jim was on just a whole different level. The glaze is crazy, but yeah. So we finished the first one and everybody's pretty much feeling it besides Jim. He's already lighting the second one. And now Josh is tapping out and so is Dave. And I'm like, maybe I should tap out, but I'm not going to because I want to smoke this blunt. So he lights it up and me and him are passing it back and forth. We're just taking this pretty fat blunt to the face. No water, no nothing. We didn't bring anything like that for some reason. But we keep smoking. And you might be thinking after we finish this one, this is where I get too high. But no, it is not. So after we finish that one, I'm definitely high. Don't get me wrong. But I was at like a pretty manageable level. It was like kind of pushing the boundaries, but yeah. And so we get done with that and we're all like, maybe we should go back. But me and Jim want to stay and keep having fun. And I mean, even though we were all still hanging out, everybody was gonna sleep over at my house. Even though we were hanging out, it was a very nice day out, so we were all trying to just enjoy the weather. And so we decided that we should walk down a trail. And so we make our way to the trail and we get there. It's maybe like a 5-minute walk. We get there and we're walking down the trail, and the trail is also a pretty known hangout spot. People just go there to do stuff. People love going to do shrooms there. And yeah, so we get there and we're walking down. And, yeah, we run into maybe 3 of our friends. And we say what's up, and, we're having a good time. And they're like, do you guys have anything to smoke? Like, we're trying to get high, the plug ain't coming through. And we're like, yeah, we got a little bit. And we pull out this pretty big bag of bud and the bong. And so we're letting them chief up, and they're trying to get all of us to chief up. And Jim's already down. He's already been smoking, so he's down. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well. got some more friends here. It's good vibes, why not? And so we keep smoking and smoking, and we probably clear this bong like 7 times. 7 times. It wasn't the biggest one. It definitely was a smaller one that you can carry around, obviously, but it was still getting us all very, very high. And now Josh and Dave were kind of snapping back into reality and seeing everybody else dying, laughing, and having a good time. And so they start smoking again. It's great. Everybody's having fun. And then, after my very last hit of this bong, a cop car pulls up coming down the trail. They are not supposed to do that, but they tend to do that because, like I said, this is a pretty known hangout spot. And actually, now that I think it was, what do you call them? A gator or a side-by-side? Like, I think it was security. It was definitely not a cop. Because there's only been like 2 times a cop's gone down there when I was down there, and this isn't one of them. So this side-by-side or gator, we're just going to call it a side-by-side, it pulls up, and these 2 security guards get out, and they're like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Oh, nothing, just hanging out. We're just about to go on a walk." They're like, "Yeah, you guys smoking or something over there?" And we're like, "No, we're just, like we said, about to go on a walk." And so they start questioning us, and we just kept denying it, obviously. And they were like, "Well, we've been watching you for a while now, so we've seen you guys hitting that thing." And so we just, honestly, we all came to a very mental like agreement, and we just all booked it at the exact same time. It was something out of like a movie. We just all started running. And now this is where it started getting really bad, because they screamed, "We're calling the cops, you guys better hope you're gone by the time they get there. We're all going to juvie." And now I definitely did not want to go to juvie. I definitely didn't want to get put on probation because I loved smoking. I loved smoking with my friends. It was the only thing, besides obviously stuff, that I found fun. And so, yeah, we're all running, and we pretty much all get split up, besides me and Jim. Me and Jim are still together. And Jim is like, "Yo, wouldn't it be such a crazy idea if we went up in this tree and started hitting the bong?" And I was like, "Yo, we should not do that. We should definitely not do that." And Jim was like, "Come on, bro, this would be such a funny thing." And so we went up there, and he passes me the bong, and I hit it, and we both hit it maybe 4 times each. And at this point, I am just obliterated. I am so high, and it's just, oh gosh. And I'm looking down at the bottom of this tree, and I, like, in my eyes, I swear I just see a bunch of things moving. I was like, "Yo, I think I'm tweaking, man." Because, I mean, I don't really see stuff when I smoke, so this was like a pretty weird thing. And so I'm just not having a good time in this tree, also while thinking about, oh, hopefully the cops don't come and find us up here, because we would have nowhere to go. And I said that to Jim, and he was like, yeah, we should probably get down. We should get down. So we do that, and we're, just walking along. We haven't seen any cops or security guards or anything. And it turns out one of the people we met up with that we found on the trail, one of them actually was still with the security guards. And now he was more of one of the ones that we didn't really know. And the 2 guys he was with, he gave the security guards their names, but he didn't know ours, so he couldn't give them our names. Come to find out, a day or 2 later, those guys got put on probation. They got drug tested, all this stuff, because this guy snitched on them. Which the guy that snitched ended up getting his ass beat by those 2 guys. And so, yeah, luckily we dipped, and this guy didn't know us. Obviously they were hanging around the wrong kind of kid. But yeah, we got back to my house, and I was just too high, and I could not get on the game. I definitely couldn't. Maybe I'll include a video of what was going on. That would actually probably be pretty funny to put in this story. I don't know if it'll get taken down because of it though, but thank you guys for watching.